we'll get started.
Wes, first 4-1 start since 14-15 here. What in your mind has been kind of the dominant through line for all of the wins?
You know what? It didn't dwell on me. It is what it is. It's great, but you know, we even talked about it after the game. We're not satisfied, nor should we be. It's, you know, early in the season. It's great that we can get those wins, get off to the right start. That was a point of emphasis for us starting back in September and into training camp, preseason. So it's good that we've done that, but we still have a ton of work to do. So we take the wins. It's okay to win ugly, but you know, it's we can't afford to be satisfied.
So many injuries, 3 starters technically, and you guys beat a really good team. What did it take to get that done?
You know what? Both teams are on a back-to-back, so you know, probably not playing at our peak, but you know, that's the schedule. And you know, we talked about it last night. We talked about it before. The resilience of this group is, you know, is something. There's something to it. Our depth has played well for us, and those 2 areas have been crucial because these spells, these injuries, they're not unique to just us. Every team at some point throughout an 82-game season is going to have to deal with it. So it's how you respond, how the next man steps up. That's just our mentality.
How important was it rebounding? That's a really good rebounding team. You're missing your centers, and then also limiting turnovers.
No, it's huge. I think we had 4 guys with, you know, 8+ rebounds, which is evenly distributed. But it was a point of emphasis going in. We know that was one of their strengths. We were able at least to take that away. So it's good to see that our smalls got involved, got in the mix, and took some pressure off Montrez.
You said last night the dam was going to break with Beal. I think that might have been the right metaphor given how he played.
I hope. I'll say it again then.
The dunks in the fourth quarter in particular, what does that do when you guys, you know, you're trying to stop a run late? But
no, those are big plays. You know, it's not just for us, but gets the building going, and then we feed off that. So just to see him be explosive, get downhill, you know, those guys have played a lot of minutes, and the fact that he still had, you know, enough in the tank to make a play like that is huge.
These guys, I mean, Brad's the only one who's been around that long enough that he experienced a 4-1 start with this team. How is everybody else? How's the locker room responding to the start so far?
I think it's, you know, for a lot of guys who haven't been here, it's like, well, we should be, you know, and it's great. There's that air of confidence. It's not arrogance, but we've put in a lot of time, a lot of work, and we have a ton of work to do. So it's good to be in the position we're in. The fact that we've started the way we have, but we're not done.
West, the other night in Brooklyn, the ball stuck. The last 2 nights it has not. It's moved a lot better. To see not only the ball movement, but the reinforcement with guys making shots, how does that kind of allow you to teach freely?
Yeah. I mean, you know, the other side of that is we didn't turn it over. 9 turnovers, I believe, for 10 points, we had 26 assists. That's a pretty good, you know, split. We're at our best when that ball is moving. And it's, you know, Brad has a unique gift. You know, Spencer showed it the other night, the ability to play off the bounce and attack one-on-one, but you can't live that way. I think it's a really difficult way to try and score every possession when 9 guys are looking at you. So that was kind of the message coming out of that Brooklyn game, and we've seen carryover. We've gotten better. That defense wasn't unique. We're going to see it again. We just got to fight the temptation to fall into that.
KCP continues to kind of be like a ultimate glue guy, but what did you like in particular about him tonight?
His aggressiveness, and it wasn't, you know, he wasn't hunting shots, but he took the shots that were open, and you know, he stepped up with confidence, and those are shots he practices, shots that we all anticipate that he'll make, and he knocked them down.
Wes, they only had 14 free throw attempts tonight. 3 of them came on that Beal foul. What did you like in particular about your defensive effort and keeping them off the line?
It goes hand in hand. I mean, you got to defend with purpose, and you got to understand who you're guarding. You know, guys who get to the line quite a bit, those are momentum plays. You know, it stops the clock, it allows them free points, and now you're playing against their set defense. So being able to defend at a high level, do so without fouling it's big.
What did you think of the 3-point defense?
Well, you know, there was a point of emphasis to say, you know what, give them as many paint points as possible and take away the 3. But yeah, they missed some shots that they probably ordinarily would make. Overall, I thought we did a decent job getting to those shooters. There was a sense of urgency. We gave up 68 points in the paint, so That's not ideal. That's, most nights not a winning proposition, but being able to defend the 3-point line as we did was big because we know that's a volume and very efficient 3-point shooting team.
6 for 17 for Trae Young. How much of that was him just missing shots, or was it like, did you like the way you guys defended him?
A little bit of both. I thought Aaron, he picked the spots. Raul picked the spots. We were doing quite a bit of switching, and for the most part, kept him in front. Where he hurt us, was predominantly in pick and rolls. Him Collins combination was lethal. But overall, yeah, he probably would make more of those had he not been a back-to-back. I don't know, but overall, I thought we did a decent job on him.
Neil.
Coach, with 4 minutes to go, John Collins had the alley-oop dunk, cut it to 5. What was the message in the timeout that you called?
Don't panic, just recenter ourselves, get back to playing the way we want to play. Let's get our defense back into it. We were kind of coasting, and it's kind of been a thing with, those teams are going to go on a run. With that much time left in the game, they're not quitting. So it's good to see us, once again, show resiliency, push back, and, extend that lead a little further.
And for Brad and Montrez, it seems like both ways they have a lot of good chemistry on the offensive end right now. Is that at all surprising, given that, they've only been together for, 2-ish months?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, both of them have been around. Both of them understand their strengths. So I think it's easy. We saw that early in camp for anyone in Trez, Spencer and Trez. And I think when you have a guy like Brad who can get downhill, create his own shot, and make plays off the bounce for others, it's going to garner so much attention. That opens up the role. It opens up, opportunities at the rim for, a guy like Gaff, a guy like Trez.
Thanks, Coach.
Last question to Wayne.
Hey, Coach, you have 4 players with 20-plus points, off to a great 4-1 start. Can you tell me some of the positives that stuck out to you in this game tonight?
You know what? The second night of a back-to-back, we were down a couple guys. The fact that we didn't quit, I think it's easy to, when the team makes those runs, to start to panic a little bit. And we were not perfect, but the fact that we were able to center ourselves, get back to playing the way we wanted to play, and make plays late, so it's a credit to our guys, once again, to showing that resilience, that fight, and our depth has allowed us to play that way.
Thanks, Coach.
That's it, Coach. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Kuz. You guys are missing 3 starters, other players that are important, and you just beat a really good team. How'd you guys pull that off?
I think we just, we just scrapped it out. Obviously having a lot of guys out, but to be honest, we didn't even think too much about it. We have a team where we have a bunch of serviceable players, and I think that's one of the best compliments you can have for, collectively to have a team is to win. You have a couple guys out, starters or even bench players, you can fill guys in. That's not going to have that much of a big drop off. And, credit to our guys. Everybody stepped up, next man up mentality. And, that's what good teams do. They always find a way, and the other players always rise to the occasion. And we did a hell of a job tonight.
This is the type of win that would generally reflect really well on a head coach. What have you noticed so far from Wes Unseld Jr. and how he prepared you guys for tonight?
He calls a play every time down the court. That's one thing. But, Wes is my guy. I like him. He's a player's coach. He lets us rock out there. As long as you're playing defense, doing the right things, you got a lot of freedom out there. So he's done a great job of, obviously being a first-year coach in this league, and he's doing a great job with his ball club. So. When I say serviceable, is everybody can come in and play the game of basketball. It's not like you're on like a losing team and you have some guys out and you're putting in 2-way players or guys that haven't necessarily played. And we have guys that have played good amount of minutes in this league, even though we're a young team, to come in and impact the game the right way. So.
When Wes talked hear a lot of rebounding is just about effort. So when that's part of the game plan, is it just like you just got to go out and do it, or there's like
I mean, you at the end of the day, you got to go just get the ball for sure. But at the same time, it's a lot of technique to it. When you're playing a team like the Hawks, and they have two great bigs that are great rebounders. The game before us, they played New Orleans and they had 12 rebounds between the two of those guys offensively. So that just tells you how great they are. But we did a great job of boxing out. We were up in the pick and roll, so that low man had to crack and hit Capella a lot tonight, and that was there for us, and that was huge. And everybody got in a rebound. I think I had 8, Kenny had 8, Brad had about 7, 8, Trez 13. So, collectively we got it done.
Because I know you've had great success with being on the Lakers the last few years, and so have KCP and Trezors with the Clippers have had success. How important is it for your team to realize that 4-1 is nothing, really? I mean, it's a good start, but you can't start celebrating.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start, but in all reality, it really doesn't mean anything. You could start out 4-1, 5-1, and you see teams all the time start out hot and then they just fall to the ground. I always like to say, Jason Kidd taught me this, and it's simple. The regular season is just rehearsal for the big dance, which is the playoffs. So, I don't think we're excited about being 4-1. I think that we all understand that we have a lot of room to improve, and it's still going to take time. But, you always want to appreciate the battles that you do win, because it's hard to win in this league. And, we're just doing a great job of just putting the pieces to the puzzle together and figuring some things out.
You guys only had 9 turnovers, and one of them was you just courtesy dribbling out the clock. What'd you guys do to limit the giveaways tonight?
We just did a great job of just not turning the ball over. I think the one thing that really stands out, I feel like when you have high turnover games, it's because you're not aggressive. And I think tonight everyone was aggressive and really, really decisive. You either shot the ball or you drove, you tried to score it. And, that eliminates a lot of turnovers. You have the high turnover games when you're sloppy with the ball, you're indecisive, and you don't necessarily know what you want to do with the ball. So I think we just did a great job of, just being aggressive and decisive.
Beal.
Hey, Kuz, you played 40 minutes, some of those minutes, against centers, things like that. How are you able to just, keep your conditioning and keep going?
I mean, I train really hard in the off season. I make it an emphasis. I'm in the weight room every day. I run a lot during the off season just to make sure, I'm in shape for the season. And I think you had another part to that is, the 5.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, in college I played, I played like a big in college. I was a 4, played some 5, pick and roll, guarded 5s. And, my college coach, Larry Kostoviak, he really implemented that into my game, even though that's not, who necessarily I am. But, looking back, it's done a great job for me in my career because I'm able to play multiple positions. And, it's a difference. Anybody can just, you plug and play somebody into a position, but you have to really understand that and know how to, be a big or play that type of way. So, I've just been blessed to learn the game of basketball from a lot of great people. And it's helped me out. So
Appreciate it.
Josh.
Kyle, individually, what are you pleased with in terms of how you've played, and what are some of the areas that you personally are just looking to improve and ramp up?
Every night I just try to come out and just try to be a defensive anchor for us, just talking every night, being on the court, making sure, 1, I'm available for my teammates, and 2, I'm able to direct traffic out there and just, help everybody out. I've been around a lot of great players, a lot of great teams, from a defensive standpoint. So, I'm definitely excited about that. But, outside of that, just continue to get better, just try to get better. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Last question to Wayne.
Hey, Kuz, 4 guys, 20+ points, starting off 4-1. Can you talk about some of the positives you noticed in the first 5 games and tonight?
I think the number one thing that stands out is we have a resilient group. We got a lot of guys with high character. I think we can all individually hold each other accountable. Whether it's me saying something to Brad, there's no issues. If he's saying something to Denny or vice versa, nobody's really taking it personal. Because when you bring a group of guys together for a ball club and you want to win, then you understand you can't take things personal. And I think that's the number one thing that I really enjoy because it's important. It's important dynamic to the sport, important for winning. And, I'm happy with that. That's the biggest thing I'm happy with for sure.
All right, thanks, Kuz.
Yeah.
That's it, Kyle. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Too.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
We will start with in person whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
First of all, how you feeling after that fall? We saw you go to the locker room for a second there.
I'm cool. It's more so just like one of those moments where you can hit and trying to like put everything together. So it's more so my heart was racing and the spur didn't hit. Just kind of just trying to process everything. But I was fine. Went to the back, did a concussion protocol test. I knew everything that happened in the situation, so I was perfectly fine. More so, I just busted my lip. That's more so the thing that was trying to stop the bleeding.
And we heard your message to the fans right after the game. It seems like you're already a fan favorite. Fans really love you around here. Just what can you say about the reception you've gotten so early?
Man, it's a blessing, man. Honestly, I've been in this game for a good amount of time. I've been places where the fans have fell in love with the way I play and stuff like that. But the way that the energy is in the building, night in and night out, and the guys, and not even just the fans. My teammates feed off of it as well, man. So. It's just a great feeling, man, just to be able to be out there on the floor and enjoying myself playing the game of basketball with no worries and just, being utilized for my talents and the things I bring to the floor and, seeing the appreciation for it.
We asked you before about teams coming together, but I mean, we know you guys got the players in the meeting like the training camp early and stuff. How did you guys respond? Like what flipped in that time between and when you felt like you had to kind of or what I guess explain the difference between then and now?
Honestly, I don't think nothing flipped, man. We're just trying to put together, great days, good days each day, man. Just not trying to lose a day. That's all it's about, honestly. Each day we're going to practice, film, shoot around, whatever we're doing, team oriented, man. We're just trying to make sure that we're coming out with something positive, that we're getting something away from it, because we know it's going to be a long season. It's going to be, times where we don't have time to practice and, we can't incorporate something into the actual drill or something that we got to pick it up on the fly, man. We're just trying to make sure that we take each day one step at a time and make sure that we get good and put together good and great days behind each other. Simple as that, man. And, right now y'all are seeing the output of us doing that, man. And then training camp and practice is the pickups before we got to training camp, man. So everybody's coming since the beginning, ready to work, looking to get better and looking to change the dynamic, not only in the locker room and about this team, but about this whole organization, about this city, man. Like I keep telling you all the time, man, this is Washington. We know it's tough to win here. We know it's tough to, have the fans rally behind you and the city just because they've just been through so many tough times, man. But we're trying to change that.
You talked about that, how you felt kind of the immediate connection to DC. Has it been really something for you to be embraced by?
Yeah, because I'm from North Carolina, so it's only like 3 hours from here, man. So I kind of feel like I'm kind of in my backyard. This is down south, homegrown people that love the hard work, the grittiness, the toughness, the coming in, putting it on your hard hat every day, and just ready to work, not really coming in, thinking that you're better than something or just, going off your name. Nah, you're coming in ready to work and, they're going to get behind that.
You had some good two-man game with Brad tonight. How much of that is matchups and how much is that just getting to know each other a little bit better?
I'm trying to reincarnate the Lou Will, man, Lou Will. Nah, man. I tell you all the time, man. Brad is the head of our snake, man. He's the leader on and off the court, man. He's what makes us going, man. So I just try to keep him involved all the time about on the floor. Whatever shot he feels shooting, I feel like it's a good shot. Whatever play he sees or I feel like it's good, I feel like he can't do nothing wrong in my eyes, honestly, because this man's been here for a long time, man. He's been here for 10 plus years, man, and that's loyalty. And you want to just continuously to put together, great feelings, great vibes, everything about, us coming into the game, knowing him, that let him know that he's the head of our everything, man. And that's all it's about, man. So, every time I'm out on the floor, man, I'm trying to find him. I'm trying to create an action for him. I'm trying to make sure that he knows, like, we're going to ride with you, bro. Whatever you good, bad, ugly, man, we're going to ride with you. Simple as that.
You guys, this is Wes Unseld's 5th career game as a head.
Hey, just talking about you. Hey, buddy.
This is just the 5th career game for Wes Unseld as head coach. You guys just beat a really good team without a bunch of players. What has impressed you so far about him?
I mean, Coach Unseld is a guy who is looking to continue to, learn, continue. Hey, look who it is. Hey, guys. Hey, it's Brad. I mean, Coach West is a guy, he's just like us, man. Every day he's coming in looking to get better as a coach. He takes accountability for times where he feel like he's messed up or, something that he didn't, go as far as us to telling us to prepare us for that, man. So coach is, he's just like us. He understands that it's going to be a process. It's going to be a long process throughout the whole year because we still have a new team, man. We're still learning. Like I told y'all, man, we're just trying to put together good and great days behind each other, man, and just continue to keep getting better. That's all we can do.
Can I ask you the same question, Brad? Wes, this is his 5th career as a head coach. What does that say about him?
Honestly, first person I learned to say for Jesus Christ. We still haven't done anything. That's something we always we continue to preach and tell ourselves. And granted, we understand what reality is, and but we still have that mentality that we haven't done anything yet. And granted, coach has been working his tail off. He puts us in good positions, and I think he's very open to dialogue with in between the players. If something's not working, he's very open to us. Okay, what's your recommendation? What do you guys want to do? So he's been he's a true player's coach. You respect everything he does. And it's tough because we're learning on the fly with him just like he is too. So we're just fortunate, we're putting together some good games, and honestly, our defense has won. We've been playing like crap on offense, but our defense is what's been winning these games.
Wes says he's been trying to, when you have the opportunity nights, he says it's fine, calm down, focus on the defense. Are you open to hearing that? I feel like sometimes maybe it's the players like, that's not what I do, going through something where you're learning.
Well, shoot night.
I don't know. See, what's funny, Trey, is last time I heard a miss is a lady. So I don't know what a miss is.
I just told them, bro. I don't care what you shoot. Y'all look good to me. All right. I don't know what they be talking about, bro.
I don't either.
I don't
What's my position? Shooting guard.
Every shot look good, right?
Okay. No.
No,
I have to.
Man, this guy
I can't.
guards. He goes out and guard the best player, man. You got to think, man. He was matched up on Trae Young. He was matched up on Cam Reddish. He switches in every protocol, man. We're going 1 through 4 switching, man. So he's going to be guarding the best player, man. But at the same time, we're still going to keep him involved in the offense and the floor, man. We're not having Brad Beal out there to be a defensive stopper. That's not him. Hasn't been him. The guy just came off for scoring 50 all last year, man. So we're not looking for him to go down there and shut down the best player. We got people that do that. So, as far as coach saying that, it's more so, I think it's just him telling him to stay engaged. That's more so anything. It's not really hey, Brad, you got to go guard this person. You got to stop this person. No, just make sure you stay engaged on and let them know that, you feel me, as all of us should do, our offense don't dictate how we play on defense.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
Was that personnel tonight, or was it just didn't feel to him?
It's a feel, but he's very intelligent. We talked about it after the game. He's played with a lot of great players, So he's not coming into a blind situation. He's very big that he knows if he gives me the ball, he'll get it right back. So he kind of figured out the cheat code.
I told him I'm trying to
He's trying to figure out.
Trying to recreate the wheel thing, bro. I told him that you young.
I've watched it. So they were.
Oh man.
him and Lou when they were in their 2-man game. You know,
Boy
they
just turned 35 today. Hey, Brad only like what 28, 29. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, we can recreate that.
yeah.
Scary.
But no, he has a great feel for it. You know, he sets really good screens. He's a good ball handler, you know, gives the ball to you in your pocket, hits his man. And you know, you either got jump or he's on the roll. You know, and he even tells me if you shoot it, I don't give a damn because I'm right on the rim, you know, to follow it. So he's a great teammate to have. I'm happy to have him. He continues to work his tail off. He stepped up big tonight for us when we didn't have Gav. He was our rim protector on both. I mean, on defensive end and on offense, he gave us another double-double. So, you know, that's all we can ask for. But, you know, he's going to critique himself and hold himself to a higher standard than we can push him. So. Don't get used to that. Nah, I mean that's every blue moon, man. That's every blue moon. It's every blue moon. Blue moon. That moon was out tonight.
Hey, you keep getting fouled and hitting the ground. I don't know. You get a little.
Yeah, I was a little frustrated.
Turn that corner with some aggression.
Yeah, I turned it tonight.
Hey, look nice.
I get tired of seeing John on that rim on us all night.
Who's on us?
Not on, you know, you know what I meant. I know you went under there. I know you went under there. Yeah, we can handle them, baby. Yeah, no sir. No, but felt good. Legs felt good. That's a dunk. Fuck. We gotta be better. I still gotta be better. We know that.
Brad, only because I know you're pretty low key, you can get along with a lot of people's treads. Do you get along with most people?
Hey.
Hey, man.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Hey, Trez get along with everybody, man.
That's that false narrative, huh, Trey?
Hey,
Man, we
I
gotta
don't
clean
know
that
what
up,
it is,
man.
I don't know what it is. I get along with everybody, man. I stay my lane, man, and I play my role. I don't really, you know, go outside there. I don't do too much off the court. I told him he stayed in my closet. I told you that, bro. Didn't I tell you that?
Hey, man.
Look, somebody else done came and said it, bro. I told you stay from upstairs, bro. I be hearing
He
you
said I
when
was
I'm
rambling
asleep.
through his
I
closet,
be
but
hearing
it's
him when I'm
cool.
asleep, man. All upstairs in my closet, man. It's crazy.
Cozy today.
I got some good narrative, huh? That's about a rap. That sound like a rap to me when you get that pause.
Gucci.
That's it. I think that's all the time.
Hey, I like that now. Hey.
Y'all want me to leave? I can leave. Yeah.
You can leave. You're good.
Hey,
Thanks.
hey, Boban and
Listen,
Tobias on. I'm trying
we
to